Hello guys, today you join me in a slightly different area of the UK. You join me in the Chiltern Hills. This is quite local to me, only about 30-minute drive, and for 30 minutes, I mean, the views are amazing. Like, obviously got loads of sheep down here. We're going to be surviving with just a tarp and an axe tonight. So we're going to get a little fire going and see how far we can get with that. And we're going to be staying just in this woods over here. So it should be quite interesting. Okay guys, so this trail isn't very long. I think it's literally just about, I want to say 2 kilometers, so not very far. But as I'm walking along, I'm noticing all of these blackberries. Obviously these aren't quite ripe yet, so we're not going to have any of them. But if we see any ripe ones, I will definitely be taking a few of them. Could even potentially make a few different teas and things like that. One tip I would sort of give when having blackberries, well, there's a ripe one, let's grab that. Well, there's a few ripe ones here. Not very tart. Sometimes you eat these and they're so blow your head off sort of flavour. So let's harvest some of these. Yeah, so one tip with these, always harvest them off of the highest point, as dogs do like to urinate up the side of them. So yeah, if you can't wash them, definitely take them from the top because they won't be dirty. But yeah, I'm gonna eat a few of these actually. I'm not gonna bother taking them, so yeah. Wow, that was quite a tart one. Nothing, they're still completely edible. There's some of them, I don't know why, but some of them are so sour. But I've had about, I want to say over a dozen now, just because they're so tasty. About the only berry in England, just really safe to eat. I know a few others that grow, but there's not actually many in the UK that you can eat. And especially today, I don't really bring much food, so this is perfect to sort of stock up on them sugars you need for the journey. All right guys, I've got to be really quiet, but you just might be able to see him. Oh, he's just ran off. Anyway, there was a little rabbit there, so I was going to see if I could get him. But I mean, don't get me wrong, not as good as Wales, but still, for 20 minutes away, you can't beat it. Honestly, there's so many places in the UK that people just don't know exist. Like, I just found this on All Trails, literally about 5 minutes before I came. This was a super unplanned trip. It just shows you how easy it is to find these places. And in the UK, a lot of people think, oh, the UK's got no real scenery or anything of the sort. So this is proving that there is these sorts of places in the UK. So I was talking about earlier, blackberries not to eat. So not that there's anything wrong with this one in particular, but it's very close to the ground and a lot of dogs like to urinate up the side of these bushes. So you could probably get away with it, but I don't really want to think about having to eat dog urine, so I'm not going to. Okay guys, so just about to enter the forest. It's a pretty big forest actually. I would say at least 2.5 kilometers wide by about 4 kilometers length. So I am going to be off the trail, obviously, trying to be as stealthy as possible to not get moved on. Oh my god, it's so so picturesque. I mean, no one else out here. Literally in the middle of, I mean, you could drive literally that way 5 minutes. You could probably hear the cars and you'd be in civilization. It's crazy how close I am actually to people. So we're in the forest now. Quite a gloomy sort of forest, very hilly as well. I didn't quite realise how steep of an incline it actually is. So it might be quite difficult to try and find a spot to put the tarp up. But we'll keep walking. So, just come off the trail. Trail's literally just down this sort of drop there. And it does get a lot flatter up here. And it's a lot more canopied. Obviously you can see the ferns sort of blocking the field of view. Which is perfect. I think I've just found the perfect little spot actually. Just in them little bushes there. I think that might be perfect. I can hear something rather large. Not too sure what it is. Might be a deer running through. Might be a person. Who knows? But this is a good little spot, I think. So yeah, I think we're gonna camp here. Alright guys, so I've just gathered up some firewood. It's down here. Got some kindle in here. Some bigger logs here. Obviously my stove is so small that it's not suitable for big sticks. This is one of the best fire kindles you can possibly get. Birch bark. It holds flames so easily, like catches so quick. Obviously it's a bit too wet, unfortunately, but otherwise that would have been perfect. I'm hearing a really weird noise again. Anyway, so I'm going to get the tarp set up. I'm using a small what's it called? A storm shelter that I have seen all over the internet. One of the most popular shelters. So we're going to use that. It's not too big. I think it's a bit bigger than this though. Alright guys, crisis averted. So, sorry, my GoPro looks awful. So I really don't know what's going on. I think it's because of the lighting. But it is pretty stealthy. If I head over here... Oh, I swear to God, I almost fall over every video at least once. Honestly, it's not actually that visible. I think the colour helps a lot. Obviously the trail's way down that end. I'm about, I want to say, 100 metres away. The only thing that is rather close, bear with me. Also, shout out to the guy who, this shelter's been around for years, but I can't remember your name on TikTok. Thank you for posting that video and giving me some tips and tricks. I really appreciate that. I'll tag him in the comments below to his TikTok. Anyway, if I show you how, you've seen how far I've walked over here. This is what scares me. How close we are to this field. I mean, that's an incredible sunset, but oh, big kite over there, just dropping in now. You probably can't see him on this camera. This GoPro is awful. Need to get a new camera. Anyway, lovely view. In fairness, you can't really see the tent. Obviously you can see my back, but the tent is just there. So we are actually pretty hidden. I'm planning on leaving about, I want to say around 5, 6 in the morning tomorrow. just to get out of here in case there's any early dog walkers. So that should be interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna get the fire going now. My friend Sam is now here. He got here in perfect time as the sun's about to set. All right guys, so tent's all set up. My friend Sam's just setting his up, but this is what it's looking like inside. Now I've got a torch, you can really quite see that it is actually quite spacious. All right guys, so just about to set up the fire. Had some people asking me on my TikTok what tinder I use. So this is literally just a cotton wool pad soaked in wax, like candle wax, and it's waterproof, it lasts forever. I think these have burn time about 10 minutes, so a long time. Obviously I've got my kindling here, small sticks, big sticks. I've got my bread dough, so made this at home. It's literally just flour, water, yeast, sugar and water, sugar and salt. So yeah, super simple. Got some tinned fish here. My friend Sam's got some beans. So we're gonna have a little camp cook. It's about 9:30 now, so sun's starting to set a lot. Not a lot of daylight now. So yeah, we've got to get this fire up and we'll be ready to go. All right guys, so fire's up and running now, and you can see how little that the fire tinder's actually burnt. Like this stuff burns for hours. I said 10 minutes, but I think it burns for a lot longer. That's really getting hot now. All right guys, so just put some oil in there. I literally just use a stormproof match container to hold oil because it's waterproof. So just getting the pot up to temperature now. I'll show you this dough here. So I made this in my house. As making it in the field is quite a pain in the arse. So this is the dough. Just like a dough. There's not really much to say. All right guys, so just put this in to the pot, letting it cook. It obviously takes a while, and I'm just monitoring the heat because the pot is getting very hot very fast, so you can hear it sizzling already. So I'm gonna flip it with the axe. Got wood here, that's sizzling away, so we'll get back to you when it's done. So here we go guys, just flipped it over. Looking really good, obviously using the axe to come in handy. Fire's tending really well. I haven't topped it up in a few minutes, so I'm gonna leave that to just heat up a bit. Just having to remove it and add it back, just because it's getting so hot. All right guys, so the bread is done. Look at this, it's like a pita bread. Obviously got tinned fish here. Sam's got his beans. I will laugh if they fall in.
I can feel it bubbling.
So he's got beans, tinned fish, bread, obviously a bit of oil here that I might tip on the bread, but yeah, just the only issue is water. I didn't really bring enough water, so neither. Yeah. All right guys, so here we have a bit of bread, a bit of tinned fish, so we're going to dunk that in. It's tomato, so hopefully it tastes quite nice. That is looking good. Let's give it a try.
I'm definitely going to split my hand over.
That is pretty good actually. I'm very shocked. Like to the point where that is oh my god. To the point where that is actually like restaurant level, I would say. No, that is really good. So I'm gonna eat this and then I'll go back to you. So, sat by the fire. I've just finished my fish and bread. Sam's just cooking up some beans. Proper camping food, that. The time is... I don't know if that's going to pick it up. 9:55. So, I'm going to sit here, chill by the fire for a little bit, and then probably call it a night soon. This is quite a late camp, so really not much more to do. Put some bigger sticks in there now just to really get it burning. It's very dark now. Obviously we've both got our flashlights on,
just said a sheep.
Yeah, I just said a sheep as well. Obviously, very dark, but yeah. So please ignore the shadows. But we're gonna go to sleep in a bit probably. Guys, look at this. We've just put the embers on the floor to stamp out and bury. And in the dark, it looks so cool. In the tent now. Try and get some lighting in so you can sort of see what I'm seeing. It's so roomy. It looks a lot smaller from the outside. It is actually pretty big in here. Don't know how well you can see. Anyway, I'm gonna get some sleep. So I will see you in the morning. Oh, good morning, guys. Not too bad of a sleep actually. Being on the floor with a bit of foam that thick, it wasn't actually too bad. I only woke up sort of twice. It's about 5:45 at the moment. I did just see like a herd of deer run this way. Big deer as well. About 5 or 6 of them. So tried getting the camera out, but didn't get there in time. So anyway, I'm gonna pack up now, and we're gonna get moving because we'll probably see a dog walker run around in a minute.
All of them walking up the hill going past us.
Yeah. Alright guys, so we are all packed up. Just need to grab this bag over here. And then we're gonna get moving, start walking back down. It's not very far at all really. So yeah, let's get moving. Hey guys, so we are back at the car now. We're about to head off. I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this little one. It was sort of just to block up a bit of space to prepare for, we're going to head up to the Lake District in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, this is me signing off.